That's a pledge. And I was inspired to do that by the same gentleman that inspired me to get up here right now, who's been in Congress 21 years and has never participated in the Congressional Retirement Plan. That spoke to me, and I hope it speaks to you. Thank you very much.
Some tough choices ahead. U.S. Senate seat, Jim DeMint as a representative here tonight.
Thank you so much. My name is Ian Headley. I'm on Senator Jim DeMint's re-election campaign. Thanks for taking the time to come out tonight. McCormick County always has big crowds. You know, people think about it as a small county, but there's always full seats, and thank you for coming. Senator DeMint, due to the good people of South Carolina, has been serving in the U.S. Senate now for a little over 5 years, and that's where he is tonight. The Democrats put forth an emergency spending bill with over $200 billion of spending, and a huge portion of it is to bail out their poor decisions in Obamacare. They cost shifted to the states, they cost shifted to doctors, and now they're trying to clean up the mess. So he's there fighting that tonight, probably will be there tomorrow doing the same thing. So thank you for letting me come in his stead. I just wanted to run through a couple things. The senator, got elected in 2004, and he said he was going to fight for South Carolina. And it has been an even bigger fight than he thought, because he thought he was going up there to fight Democrats and wound up fighting a lot of Republicans too. So, we've had a lot of people in our party stick around D.C. too long, and there's been headlines about him making some of those people mad. But those are the things that have to be done to get us back to the core conservative values that brought many people into the Republican Party. And I think they're the same things that you all stand for. Fought the amnesty bill. We continue to have to fight for border security today. We passed a bill in 2006 that said we were going to build 700 miles of border fencing. The Democrats defunded it, and the Obama administration is doing everything he can to make sure we don't fund it. The senator has an amendment tonight to this bill to try to get that. If there's anything that's an emergency, it's our border. And it just shows that the people in charge of Congress right now are not serious. They're just serious about their politics. They're not serious about our nation. And this election year is going to be one battle in taking back our country. We're going to need another one in the next presidential election. But we can start this year and send good people to D.C. to fight for freedom. And I would just appeal to you, if you like what Senator DeMint has been doing these past 5 years, send him up there again, and he's going to fight just as hard, if not harder. Thank you so much for your time.
Second candidate for U.S. Senate seat is Susan Gaddy.
Susan Gaddy, and I am running for U.S. Senate. It is so much fun to go around South Carolina. It is energizing to be campaigning. It's a thrill to be here tonight, to be able to meet the candidates and people who have come out. This is one of the best gatherings that we have had in any of the countywide stumps. I have been campaigning in every congressional district every week, and this is the finest indoor event that we've been to. We've had some outdoor events that were really good, but this is the finest indoor event. I am running for United States Senate because I want to take the country back too. The problems in Washington are serious. We have three main things that I am concerned about tonight that I want to discuss with you. 1, jobs. 2, financial security. 3, national security. Let me tell you a little bit about myself first. I am a native of Greenville. I presently live in Charleston. I'm a lawyer. I've owned my own business since 1999. I graduated from the USC School of Law and went to Washington to work for the federal judiciary. That's our nonpartisan branch of government. It gave me the terrific opportunity to have a chance to look at the issues facing the country from the perspective of a non-political branch. God has worked in my life through faith, and I am very open about the Presbyterian. I grew up at Christ Church Episcopal. I am a member of Grace Church in Charleston, but I attend several other churches because really we need the benefit of prayer and what faith can do for us as a nation and as a state. I have key contacts and support in the Republican caucus in Columbia and with key Republicans nationally. I am running an entirely grassroots campaign. Jim DeMint, the incumbent, who's my opponent, has $3 million in the bank. I would never dream of trying to compete against that. That would be terrible. It would be suicidal. What I want to do is work with other federal officials and with the state officials that we elect in November to bring jobs to South Carolina. Financial security, we need comprehensive financial reform to have confidence in the markets. We need to be able to have a strong national security that is tied to our financial security. I am concerned about the problems in Washington now, and I am against earmarks, I'm against bailouts, I am against corporate welfare. We need to take our country back, and we need to win in November. The Republicans are going to take back the Senate, the Republicans are going to take back the House. Thank you. I'm Susan Gaddy. Thank you for having me tonight.
We'll move on now to the Lieutenant Governor candidates. Our first one is a stand-in here for Ken Ard.
And I'm here on behalf of Ken Ard's campaign for Lieutenant Governor. I'm really glad to be in McCormick County because my grandparents actually live in Savannah Lakes, and my granddad, Hank Mears, here tonight. But Ken really wishes he could be here. He appreciates the support from y'all in McCormick County. He really enjoyed meeting with y'all last time he was here. But just a little bit about Ken. Ken is a caring father, successful businessman, and public servant. He has been the president of a truck manufacturing company in Pamplico, South Carolina called AA Bodybuilders. And there he learned what it takes to really grow a small business and what it takes to have a kind of a successful economy as a whole. And that takes hard work, fiscal responsibility, less government regulation, and just a lot of common sense, basically. And right now people are out of work, families are overtaxed, there's a lot of government regulation on businesses, and government is essentially broken. But Ken recognizes these problems. He knows there's nothing wrong with South Carolina that more jobs can't fix, and he wants to work to bring more jobs to South Carolina. In Florence County, he worked to make Florence County on County Council the third best county to work and grow a business, and that's not third in South Carolina, that's third in the whole entire nation. He helped bring QVC, Monster.com, Johnson Controls, and Heinz to the county to bring more jobs to people in Florence. One of the most important jobs the Lieutenant Governor is to oversee the Office on Aging. Ken recognizes the importance of this responsibility, wants to work to protect our senior citizens, and has promised to not raise your taxes as Lieutenant Governor of South Carolina. I'll be here for the meeting if you have questions. I want to talk a little bit about Ken. ardforsc.com is his website. We add bumper stickers. We appreciate your support now. And on June 8th, really we need more businessmen elected to Columbia who have balanced the budget, made a payroll, signed the front of the check and not the back of the check. Thanks, and we love your support for Ken on June 8th.
Second candidate for Lieutenant Governor is Larry Richter. Is a stand-in here. Not present. Third candidate is Bill Connor. He's not present. And Eleanor Kitzman also is not present. So we'll move on to our governor candidates.